And happening this morning in just about 30 minutes, Harlandale ISD is hosting their annual Back to School Bash. The district says they're helping families check off everything they need to kick off the school year. At the event, parents can have their child vaccinated. They can also take home free school supplies, get free haircuts, and much more. The district will also be giving away 3,000 backpacks. It's all happening from 8:30 to 11 at the Harlandale Memorial Stadium. It is 7 minutes after 8 on your Saturday. Still ahead for us, it's a dream come true. A San Antonio veteran fought for an indoor pool on the west side, and now he's finally being honored after all these years. And before we get a break, we're going to take a live look outside at our road conditions this Saturday morning as the sun is out on this Saturday. Looks like there's not a lot of traffic this morning. A lot of people maybe just staying in to beat the heat. If you are heading out, stay safe and stay with us. We'll be right back. After today, the San Antonio Natatorium will now be known as the Atanasio Garcia Natatorium. In the late 60s, Garcia fought the city to bring the indoor Olympic-sized pool to the heart of the West Side, and it's been there since the 80s, and now it will bear his name. Our KENS 5's Henry Ramos spoke with the family, who says they are so grateful.
Safe place, allowing kids and their families from all over San Antonio to make a splash.
It was his dream to have this natatorium built.
This place, in the heart of the West Side, made possible by a man with a dream.
He was told no a lot of times. He didn't give up.
Rose Garcia's dad never gave up. Atanasio Garcia had a big idea to bring an indoor Olympic-sized pool to the west side.
I think he saw a need and he ran with it.
Rose says he contacted anyone who would listen, members of Congress to local city council. She even remembers going with her dad in the neighborhood to collect signatures for the pool.
So my dad used those petitions to go before city council and ask for, can we have some land or some monies to build this an indoor natatorium? It was really difficult at first. It was very difficult.
After a nearly 20-year fight, and with the help of other organizers like Cops Metro Alliance, this veteran's dream came true.
This was the groundwork?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So
And this is him here?
yes.
In 1981, the San Antonio Natatorium opened.
It was hard to believe that it had been completed.
Over the years, the facility has just not benefited the west side, but people all over the city.
And none of that would be possible without the work of Mr. Garcia.
District 5 City Councilwoman Terry Castillo.
We need to remember those who have helped to bring these facilities and amenities to our community because it took work.
The facility he fought for now has his name.
Antonia Garcia Adjoining. This is Julie. I can help you.
So we're very proud and we're so grateful to God. Very grateful. It's a blessing and a true honor.
This isn't just a name on a building, but a symbol of what drive and determination can achieve.
Never give up on your dreams. Atanasio Garcia Natatorium is a huge dream and a reality.
Henry Ramos, KENS 5.
Happening today, there will be an official dedication ceremony for the new name. It's happening at 9:30, and they'll also have a reception to follow. And a great day to hit the pool.
Yes.
Even an inside pool. Get in the water, cool off.
Are you a big swimmer, Vanessa?
I'm not a swimmer, but I'm more of a lounger.
Oh, tanning.
Would you say that? Yeah.
Yes, I could see that. Okay, well, I need a tan. I look a little pale. You always look really nice and tan, though.
I could sit outside all day and enjoy it.
I need to
yes.
put some tanning oil today. That's what I'm going to do because it's a great day for that. So it's going to be hot and sunny today. I know it's a little gloomy out there, but it will be pretty sunny today and tomorrow. No rain chances over the weekend, so that's pretty great. So let's go ahead and walk you through your weekend. It is starting off a little grayish, but again, it's going to be clearing out pretty soon. So here's our skies right now. Pretty nice out there. Temperatures where they should be, 79 degrees, winds only at 5 miles per hour, humidity at 82%. So your high for today, a nice 98 degrees. It will feel hotter than that because of the humidity, but so far this year, as far as triple digits, we have seen 10 so far this year. And we are around where we should be for the beginning of August. Now we're at August 9th, so 98 degrees is close to average. By the end of August, we should be around 94 degrees. So triple digits so far this year, 10, 3 of them in the spring, 7 of them in the summer, and today it might add to that. So we're catching up with those triple digits, but make sure you are drinking lots of water, especially if you work outside or you're just going to be running errands outside for today. Apply sunscreen, wear light color clothing, and of course protect your pets as well, because our heat index for today is going to be 10. So that is in the very high category. So make sure you're reducing your exposure to the sun for today. All right, so your Saturday is looking pretty sunny. We'll be in the 90s by noon and still at 98 degrees by 6 p.m. So pretty warm even in the evening. Sunday looks a lot similar. We'll be reaching 97 degrees and will be cloudy in the morning and then sunny in the afternoon. So make sure you're cranking up the AC for today. Again, a very hot day. Stay cool out there. Ice cream forecast. Heat index could reach up to 105 between 2 to 6 o'clock. So make sure you're staying cool out there and staying hydrated. All right, car wash forecast. So you can definitely wash it over the weekend. Now, starting on Monday, rain chances kick in once again. So that's up to you if you want to wash them this weekend or not. Looking at our radar, things are very quiet this weekend. However, the tropics, the Gulf is pretty clear, but you'll notice in the Caribbean, we'll see some activity in the next couple days. It looks like something's brewing out there, and there's some activity in Miami as well. But as far as rain chances for us, right now only tracking 10% on Monday, 20% on Tuesday, and on Wednesday. But for your weekends, you're good to go if you want to go to the pool. So here's a look at your 14-day forecast. We've got upper 90s for the next 2 days, and then we'll be sticking to just dry temperatures. There you go. 20% Tuesday, Wednesday, drying out Thursday, upper 90s next week as well. Vanessa?
All right, Roxy, thank you. No 100s on there. That's a good thing. Still ahead for us this morning, an urgent plea from the South Texas Blood and Tissue Center. Still ahead, how you can make a difference. Plus, Nate has your morning sports.
It's Christmas in August. Ho, ho, ho. We're already counting down to the holiday season. I know I am, because we know that the San Antonio Spurs, for the second straight season, going to be tipping off on the Yuletide Carol. Plus, a fun fact about the Spurs free agent acquisition. Big fan of the local news. Luke Cornett. Honest question, is it too early to start thinking about Christmas? It is a tax-free weekend. Wouldn't be a bad time to start thinking about some presents, maybe some gifts. The greatest gift of all, though, Spurs basketball. Don't be a Scrooge, be a Spur. And while the fire is slowly dying, the Spurs will be tipping off against the defending champions in prime time for the second consecutive season. San Antonio's been tabbed by the association to play on Christmas Day, and it's a rivalry that's being manufactured before our eyes. Wemby versus Chet, Castle versus SGA, the Spurs versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. San Antonio will spend the holiday in Oklahoma City as one of 5 games on Christmas Day. Remember, they played on Christmas last year at Madison Square Garden. That was when Victor Wembanyama went off for 42 points and 18 rebounds. We'll see where Victor's stats shake out come the Yuletide season. This year, we're also going to get the debut of the Spurs free agent acquisition, Luke Cornett, coming over from the Boston Celtics on a 4-year deal. He's going to play that role of enforcer down there next to Victor Wembanyama, big rebounds and blocks guy, energy player. But no one arguably as excited about the signing of Luke Cornett than guys like me, the media, because this guy is about as made for television as they come. They loved him in Boston for the very reason. I mean, he hosted a Between Two Ferns style podcast with the Celtics when he was over there. It's like that Zach Galifianakis spinoff. Look it up, funny stuff. I sat down with Cornette a few weeks back, and we talked for a half hour, mostly about things other than hoops. But it should not come as a surprise that Luke Cornette is media savvy. That's because his mom, Tracy, is an award-winning local news anchor in Nashville. It's in his blood. Check it out. Your mom was a news anchor growing up.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
So does that mean you're a big local news avid watcher?
Strong proponent for local news. Yeah, I mean, we definitely did a lot growing up, and yeah, I was just kind of seeing when my mom was on, and she was usually on in the afternoon and evenings and stuff too, so we'd be back from school and she'd be on TV.
What was it like having your mom on TV growing up?
Well, to a certain extent, it just felt kind of normal. It just sort of was what it was, although obviously sometimes you could turn on TV and know that mom was on, and when we were in Arizona, she kind of had like this morning show, so we got involved sometimes in doing these random, like, you know, cooking demonstrations and stuff like that. So I guess there's some exposure with that kind of stuff, though that feels like a long time ago.
I mean, you're going to start seeing Ken's 5 advertising in like 2 months. Strong proponent of local news. Slap the Ken's 5 right on there. If Luke Cornette's household was anything like mine, a local news household, that means late alarm clocks and a lot of red wine. I'll see you on Monday night.
All right, Nate, thank you. Today, the Boston Red Sox and San Diego Padres will be playing at Petco Park, raising funds for the Texas Hill Country. Both teams will be taking the field in batting practice, donning the jerseys of Centerpoint, Comfort, Ingram, Tom Moore, and Kerrville-Tivy High Schools. The jerseys will then be auctioned next week, with all proceeds going to Kerr County flood relief and to rebuild the baseball fields of Ingram Little League. A summer slowdown in donations has left the South Texas blood supply at critically low levels, to the point that our local blood center is having to bring in blood from other states. South Texas Blood and Tissue says donations have dropped sharply. That's due to families on vacation and donors staying indoors to avoid the heat. While at the same time, local hospitals have seen major trauma cases requiring dozens, even 100 units of blood. The biggest concern right now, type O blood. They tell us the supply is down to less than half a day's worth. The Blood Center is urging everyone who's eligible to give as soon as they can. They have 9 donor centers across the city. Walk-ins are welcome, or you can make an appointment at southtexasblood.org. Officials say just 1 hour of your time can help save a life. And with schools starting, some have already started, and while some may be excited, others may be feeling nervous. Experts say sometimes it could be more than just nerves. It could be anxiety. So if your child is feeling anxious about the new school year, experts have this advice.
Oftentimes parents want to jump in and make it better. But first and foremost, just being that active listener and really helping to understand what your child is feeling.
Experts say it's also important to spot the signs of significant anxiety or depression. Your child may not want to come forward and talk about it. They say to look out for sleep changes, lack of interest in things they used to enjoy, being more withdrawn, and struggling to connect with others. 8:25 on your Saturday. Coming up in our next half hour, a diaper change. That statement coming from a grown man who's now in jail. What he's accused of doing outside of a school.
People are crazy.
People are nuts.
watching San Antonio's own KENS 5 News this morning.
Happening now at 8:30, stabbed while sleeping. The alleged video that landed one woman behind bars. Plus, a gunman opens fire near the CDC headquarters. A responding police officer has died. We have more on a possible motive coming up. Plus, Texas lawmakers are making some rules for counties across the state. They want Texas to be better prepared for future emergencies. Those stories still ahead. But first, let's check in with Roxy Van Rooten at a look at our Saturday outside. Looks a little gloomy today, but hey, we're waiting for the sun.
Yes, we're going to get the sun. You're going to go from anchor Barbie to pool Barbie pretty soon. It. So yeah, your high for today, guys, 98 degrees. If you decide to go to the pool for today, it's probably going to feel like triple digits with the humidity included. So it's another hot day and no rain chances over the weekend. So we're going to be pretty hot and sunny once those clouds roll out of the way. It's 79 degrees right now. Winds are calm. Temperatures across the board, 74 in Kerrville, 79 in Eagle Pass, and we've got 79 in Floresville. All right, triple digits so far this year. We've 10 so far, 3 in the spring, 7 in the summer, and today we might add to that because it's going to be a really hot day, guys. So if you do work outside, if you run any errands today, make sure you're drinking lots of water, putting on sunscreen, protecting your pets, and wearing light clothing. So as far as your UV index for today, it's going to be 10, which is a very high category. So reduce the exposure to the sun for today. But I'm going to talk about rain chances coming up during the work day, coming up in your full forecast. Vanessa?
Roxy, thank you. A man is recovering in the hospital after police say he was stabbed by his girlfriend. It happened just after 4:30 Friday morning off West Sherrill Drive. Officers say his 41-year-old girlfriend had discovered her brother paid for her boyfriend to have sex with the brother's girlfriend, all on video. Officers say when the woman found that video, she then went and stabbed the man in the chest and arm. He was rushed to the hospital. The girlfriend now arrested and facing charges. Police are investigating what led a gunman to open fire at the entrance of the CDC's campus in Atlanta, Georgia. A police officer was killed, and now the gunman is dead. Christian Benavides has the latest.
The first calls of shots fired to 911 came in just before 5 p.m. Friday. Officials say a suspected gunman opened fire at the entrance of the campus for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, killing a DeKalb County police officer, 33-year-old David Rose, who was also a Marine Corps veteran. After opening fire at the CDC, officials say the gunman went inside a nearby drugstore.
Officers could still hear gunfire occurring inside the CVS drugstore that is right there at the intersections. Officers moved quickly to attempt to find the shooter and to neutralize the threat to the community. We later found the shooter on the second floor of the CVS. He had been struck by gunfire. We do not know at this time whether that was from officers or if it was self-inflicted.
CDC officials say he struck 4 buildings on campus. Nearby Emory University sent an alert to its community, warning of an active shooter. The message read, "Run, hide, fight."
I heard what I at first thought was maybe construction, people doing roofing work, but the reports just kept coming, and I kind of grew up around guns, and you figure out pretty quickly that this is not a hammer that you're listening to.
No one else was injured by gunfire. The officer leaves behind a wife and 3 children. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
Our hearts are with that officer's family this morning. Police have yet to release a motive. In a statement, the head of the CDC said the agency was heartbroken by the attack and praised the police officer who was killed.